Hey everybody, Dr. Mark Lewis Johnson Sr. here. Listen, really honored and glad to continue this semester with you. Great job last week with all of your work. We look forward to just these upcoming semesters. Now, listen, we're coming to an end, but let's finish strong. If you have any questions or comments about anything that you need, don't hesitate to reach out. Now, we finished week 11's material, but we're actually on week 13. And the reason why that is because week 11 and week 12 are pretty much the same exact models. One is Model A, one is Model B. So I'm going to get us back on track with week 13, and there you'll talk about conflict and those kind of things. But I wanted to double back with week 12's content was centered around revitalization Model B, which was just restarting a church. And the reason why I'm able to share this with you is because the church they're talking about restarting was a church that I have been a member of, and that is Franklin Avenue Baptist Church. In 1933, that church was started, predominantly a white church. Dr. Fred Luter comes in 1986, and he begins to lead them as the senior pastor there. And many people gave up on the church. Other people tried to help the church. Nothing happened. Dr. Fred Luter comes in, does a phenomenal job of restarting that church and implementing some things and ideas and giving his energy and the power of Jesus Christ allowed that church to grow to almost 6,000 members. Now, the reason why I know that for sure is because I was there when they moved from one of his locations on Franklin Avenue to East 10, I-10. And so Dr. Luter is in New Orleans East doing some phenomenal work, and God's using him mightily. And that's just how do you restart a church? You really take your time and you look at what you can bring to help that church restart. They were willing, they had an open heart and an open mind, and because of that, they were able to work together. And I think that makes a big difference. When you can work with an individual and help them really carry out the vision that God has placed in front of you, then you know the church is off to a good start. Many churches cannot restart because there's too much friction involved. People who have an idea about what it should be, the leader has another idea. But when you're able to unite hearts together, and I think Dr. Luter was able to do that marvelously throughout the city, and his impact on this church has been felt throughout the nation. As you know, he was the president of the Southern Baptist Convention. So God used him mightily to do some great work. And as we continue to walk with the Lord, if you're thinking about restart, you want to make sure you go into a scenario where there's a group of people who want to restart as well. And they come together, same vision, and pushing for the kingdom of God. And I believe any church that's in unity will find that as well. So week 13 now, we're into conflict in the church. We're going to talk about that a little bit. That's one of my specialty areas as I teach leadership and administration. We talk a lot about conflict, but I want to hear from some of you all. And as you read the material and get your updates on the 2020 discussion board, then we'll get a chance to talk about conflict along the way. Looking forward to your post this week. And let's be strong, be safe, because you know the numbers are rising. The pandemic with COVID-19, the numbers are rising. So we want to make sure we do all we can to make sure we do our responsibility, social distancing, with our masks on. Those kind of things matter. But great work so far. Look forward to what God has in store for us in the future. If you have any questions or comments, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. You got my information. Let's connect in and see what the Lord's going to do with us as we close out this semester. And may God bless you and keep you in his perfect peace.